What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Toshi today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. Man, this thing is up a lot today. We're up at 32% on this, the 10th of May. Yesterday, I should say last night, earlier today, I was expecting that we'd see a little bit of a pullback. I think it was this range here, and I was calling for, I don't remember what the exact price was, but I was thinking that we would pull back down to here. But whatever, man, whatever. I hope it's very clear. I don't know if in that video, if I said if we move higher that where we're going to go, but I hope it's very clear that if we saw a 4-hour candle close above here, that going lower, expecting lower prices is off the table. I hope it's very, very abundantly clear. You hit your overbought zone, found support on it, and saw an immediate magnificent move, volume increasing every step of the way. You guys, this is fantastic. This is exactly how we've expected this thing to move this whole time, man. It's moving fast. It's moving a lot faster now, and exactly as it should be. Similar to this right here, right? You broke out of this downtrend. You figured out things. We've seen this happen a lot over the past couple of weeks, over the past couple of months, even with or maybe not a couple of months, maybe like a month now, with various cryptos that they've broken out slowly, and then they get their breakout move. This is your breakout move. It's happening right now. It's happening. It's just begun over the last 3 days. It's not stopping here. At 30% too. That's nice, but man, I have a feeling you're going to see bigger candles than that. This candle by the end of the day, 8 hours, 21 minutes left, might even be higher. But let's see where you are right now before we get too excited. So from a high to a low, there you are, right above the 382. I don't think you're going to stop here, right? And that's, I remember saying that in the video that I made, right? I don't think that you're going to break above this area and stop right at the 382. You're either going to the 0.5 or the golden ratio, right? And I'm not, I want you guys to understand. I don't know if anybody's understanding what I'm saying here, but I'm not trying to pretend like I nailed my last video. I thoroughly remember calling for a pullback here. But I also remember we were talking about prices going higher anyways, right? This pullback's inconsiderable in compared to the growth that we're having, obviously. But we did talk about this range, right? And I think it makes a lot of sense, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, that we would stop at 3069 or more likely 309 to 201. So this is ultimately, it's possible that we could go up just a little bit higher and stop here, but ultimately I do think that we're moving up to our golden ratio zone. That's personally where I think you're going to go. I've seen a lot of cryptos recently that consolidate around their 236 like this, maybe for less time, maybe for this exact amount of time, and when they run up, they do just go right up to their golden ratio. I'm not saying you can't stop at your 0.5. Maybe you do. Maybe you do stop right there. But I don't know. Maybe you stop there today, you consolidate a little bit, and then you continue running up. My expectation would be, even if you stop here, it's going to be momentary, whether it's a week, whether it's a day, whatever. And in a matter of no time, you're going to go up here. And this is where I think the more prolonged consolidation will go. When I say prolonged, it's not going to be like this. It's going to be like this. You know what I mean? It's going to be like this. It'll be just a little consolidation phase for like a week or so, and then you'll continue moving up into the end of the month. By the end of the month, Toshi, I very, very, very much expect that you'll be at 00137 or higher, right? By the end of the month, it's the 10th now. We got 21 days left in the month. By the end of the month, Toshi, you'll be up another 100%. You could buy here on this massive pump you've had over the past 3 days. You could buy here and still be up over 100%, if not even potentially as much as 170%, 180% by the end of the month. All right, this is fantastic. This is fantastic, and it's not stopping. It's definitely not stopping. It's only just begun. I think you will see something very, very akin to this here, right? Where you got overbought, you consolidated for about a week, and then you continued to rip. That's very much what I think is going to happen. And it might not happen exactly like this, but something similar to that, right? And I very much believe that whenever this endeavor is over entirely, whenever it's like the end of June, early July, whenever we are seeing crypto find its next kind of peak, and it's not the bull market peak, it's just like the next area that we'll stop at for a month, for a few weeks, whatever it is, you know what I mean, for a couple of months, I don't know, but the next place I think for Toshi at a minimum from here would be about a 7x. That's 0045 to potentially 006, and probably like 007, honestly 007. So something on the lines of like an 11x to a 7x is still to be had. Feel like you're too late to the party? Well, you're not getting in at the most ideal opportunity, but you're still buying below the 50, which is under, that's less than half of this move. In proportion to this move, you are buying at the underside of the halfway point, which is nice. That's what the 50 is 50% of this move, right? It's not 50% in the aspect of like a drop, right? From high to low, it's not going to be 50%. Right, that's not how it works. It's just 50% of this from this point to this point here. The midway point would be right there. So anytime you're buying under the half, I think that's still fine. Buying below the 236 is the best, of course, but it's not the most ideal point to buy. That's all I'm trying to say right now. But still, even at this non-ideal point, you can still have ideal growth over the coming days, over the coming weeks, and over the coming month and a half, 2 months. It's very possible that you could go all the way up to 1 cent. I'm reserving myself on that, because if you do go all the way up to 1 cent, that's a 16x from here, which I have no problem calling for a 16x. But from the low, that would provide an overall 50x, and I have a hard time seeing that. Just because I have a hard time seeing it doesn't mean that it can't happen, right? This thing could definitely, it's a meme coin, it's got legs, and I really wouldn't be surprised at all if we did see 1 cent. But my expectation genuinely is that we don't stop here, but we stop somewhere in between. I really do like that 007 area right there. We're gonna get James Bond on this shenanigans here. Man, you've moved up like 5% since we started talking. That's crazy. That's crazy, crazy stuff. Very bullish behavior, man. Super, super bullish. Mega bullish. High to low. Don't be surprised if you find a little bit of turbulence right there at that 0.5. Hold on. I was like, that's not right. There we go. The 0.5 is at 3069, 3068. You're at 3063 right now, so a little bit higher. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour RSI is immaculate. You're above the 90. Yeah. One thing that I've learned is once you get above the 90, that doesn't mean that you're done. That often means that you're actually just getting started and you have more to go. Let's see if we can explain this right. I think I did this last time. Yeah. I think I said this same thing in the last video. If not, I'm getting it confused with another coin. But here you are. Here was your read up to the 90. Right here, you pressed into the 90s on the RSI. Was that the end of this move? Hell no. Hell no. From a low to a high overall, that was like not even halfway through this move. You know what I mean? You consolidated for a little bit. You consolidated, but you moved sideways, and then you moved higher, right? So not financial advice, not a financial advisor. You're not on a sustainable path for an unlimited amount of time growing at this pace. You probably will consolidate at some point. And I guess being where you are now, my expectation might be that you consolidate around this 0007, 00068 area. You might consolidate right around here. You might find some resistance coming up. You could run all the way up to the golden ratio right away, but I think you'll find a little bit of turbulence and then continue on your way up, consolidate some more, and then continue on your way up. So good job, Toshi. Really good job. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Don't forget to take profits, you guys, if you are trying to trade. If you're just holding and you want to wait until this thing does its thing, don't take profits. Just wait. We're not even halfway through the journey. You've got a lot more scenic views to come, and new all-time highs that will accompany that, right? If you're looking at this and you're like, I don't want to play the game, I want to hold, I can't blame you, because I think it's just going to do phenomenal. But if you have other cryptos that you're looking at and you want to put some money in, you like to play the game a little bit, up 37% today where most coins are not, and we're probably right near the resistance point. It's not a bad time to take profits, but I can't lie, man. If I was holding this thing, if I bought down here, I wouldn't be tempted to sell right now. I think it's got a little bit more to go. So I don't really know what else to say, guys. This is phenomenal. It's really good to see. I love it. I'm very excited for all the Toshi people. You guys deserve it. You've been through the ringer with this thing, and we're coming out on top. It's just the beginning. It really is just the beginning. In the same essence of this last move, you're basically like right here. You know what I mean? And probably not even right there, honestly. Like you've got so much growth to go. You've only just begun. And beyond the targets that we've talked about so far, beyond going between 0.045 to 1 cent, something like that by the end of June, early July, beyond this area, you've got much higher aspirations by the end of this cycle, right? If we're talking about the end of this year, I wouldn't be surprised. Let's see, what is Toshi doing right now? Oh, you know what? I was actually going to talk about Toshi. Hold on. I'm sorry. I totally forgot. Hey, Abdallah, I remembered you. I'm going to talk about Mudang in this video too. I'm going to put it in the title so that we're aware of that in the beginning. But I just remembered. Toshi, though, $256 million market cap, okay? With that kind of market cap, you could see, if you saw 100x, that's a $26 billion market cap, a 100x from here, and you're fully diluted, so I think that's fine. 46, you are, I'm pretty sure you're fully diluted, yeah. So 26 would be 100x. You could see a 200x with this thing, even from here, even from the current price. You could see a 100x, a 200x, maybe a 300x, but I doubt it. I think that 100x or beyond is good enough, and that'll probably, I think you'll stop somewhere around, if I had to guess, you'll stop somewhere between about 5.2 cents and 12 cents. That's my guess. You're going to stop somewhere in this area by the end of the cycle, okay? End of June, early July, end of October, sometime in November or later, right? That's the expectations. end of this week, basically right here, right? And then end of the month, I really wouldn't be surprised if end of the month you were here or higher. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys. Oh, wait, no. Right. Mudang. We're going to talk about Mudang now, too, for Abdallah. I hope you're seeing this. Let me know in the comments, Abdallah, if you're watching this, because if not, I'll just make another video for you. But I'll leave it in the title. That way it's obvious that I do talk about it as well. Mudang. I wanted to talk about both of these together. Mudang, fantastic pump as well, right? Not pumping today, you're down 5%, but that's fine. I mean, I think that anybody holding this thing, at least over the past week, is probably happy with the results so far. Up 338% in 2 days, guys. Crazy. These, I don't even know what to call them. Let's call them legacy meme coins at this point in time. They haven't existed for too long, but still they're legacy meme coins at this point. They're coming back. They're making a comeback. Oversold as hell. Nice recovery. Very nice recovery. Let's see. From a high here to a low here, you're right above your 0.5. I would think you push a little bit higher, but you hit your 90 in the RSI. Let's see what you do. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame real quick. 4 hour. I think you push higher. I do. I think you have a little bit higher to go on your 4-hour time frame. What you're going to do is you're probably going to close this red. It wouldn't surprise me if by the end of the day you pick up a little bit, and going into tomorrow you close up here between about 18 to 23 cents. That's what I bet happens. And then with that, you will have a lower high in your RSI. You'll have bearish divergence, and you'll have a higher high in your price. That'll cause the price to drop back. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but I would assume for Mudang that you have another, let's see, from the current price, you probably have another 46 to 86% in growth to be had, probably. And I'm probably around that 46% mark. I doubt you can see 86%, but maybe anything and everything in between is fine. Maybe you wick all the way up to the 86, but you close down here. I don't know. But I wouldn't be surprised if you were to wait like a week or two, if the price were to even come back down to prices that are lower than this, right? So like you could pump up here and then still inevitably see prices that are back down at your 382 or at your 0.5. You know what I mean? So if you're feeling the pressure to sell, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, I think it's appropriate to wait. But at the same time, I can't blame you. I go, sell it and put it into something that hasn't pumped yet. You're probably going to do fine. But if you're looking to buy, you know, you could, if you're doing it for a short-term trade, sure. But if you're looking for the long term, if you're looking to hold it for a while for whatever reason, then my thoughts would be wait and see what happens. Wait and see what happens, because at the worst, it'll pump and then it'll come back down right here and then it'll move back up again. Or maybe it even goes a little bit lower and then you can buy at lower prices. But I don't know. I wouldn't buy here, but I don't know if I would sell here. That's all I'm trying to say. I think it does go higher. So that's all I got to say. And inevitably, of course, I think that it'll go higher than that. I don't know if Mudang will see new all-time highs. It might not. Most of these meme coins, what they do is they do this exact thing, right? They have their all-time highs. They go through their bear market slump, just this absolute, everybody who's ever bought it thinks it's going to zero and it's a pointless piece of trash. Why did I ever buy this? And then it gets this recovery rally. And people think, oh, it's going to go to new all-time highs, but oftentimes you do stop right at the golden ratio, or even right at your all-time highs, or just slightly all-time highs. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I'm not going to call for new all-time highs with this thing. Really, what I'd call for is probably get the hell out at the golden ratio. And if it keeps running with, you know, if it keeps running, oh well, whatever. You know, that's you got in, you got out, you made money on a meme coin, you did better than most people. And none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but that's just my genuine opinion. There's plenty of reasons beyond this just being the golden ratio to stop at this next area of about 18.2 to 24 cents. There's plenty of reasons to stop in this area. So I do expect that you're going to do that. But good job, man. That's a very nice move. As far as do you see new all-time highs or not, I don't know. I'm not convinced, but I'm not unconvinced. It's very possible. It is very possible. I mean, what is Mudang's market cap? 123. I mean, you got a low market cap, man. You could definitely see new all-time highs. Absolutely, you could. But will you is the question. I don't know. It's a popular meme this cycle, and this pumps help with popularity. That's for damn sure. But that's all I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.